Hello, and welcome to something you don't see very often, and a game I thoroughly enjoy and talk about quite a lot. Welcome to Shadow of the Colossus. So, I'm playing this because we recently finished Bloodborne, and I figure because we played one game that's a PlayStation exclusive, and Sony refuses to release any more on Steam, why not play more of them? So, let's do Shadow of the Colossus next. Now, I wanted to do this one because not only is it an amazingly unique game, but, again, I want to do more Sony stuff. So this series won't be around for too terribly long because I plan to do about 2 Colossi each episode, and there are a total of 16. Now I can absolutely blast through this game. I could do this in like 2 hours easily. As you can see here, I've done half the Colossi in an hour, so it's not a hard one. You've probably already seen like Jacksepticeye play this, but I really love this game, and I wanted to play it again, and I figured why not play it again on the channel, because why not? I like sharing games I enjoy, so I don't really care if it's popular or not, or if people enjoy it. I just want to show it off and share it, because it's really cool, and it's really well made, and it's such a fascinating game to look at, which is really interesting, because it's always the Sony exclusives that are PlayStation exclusive, or that never go to PC. Shadow of the Colossus is still not on PC, and it's had 2 remakes. Technically 1 remaster, and this is the remake, but whatever. It's really quiet. But clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop. There he is. It's Wanda and Aggro. And on his, in front of, well, I guess resting up against his lap, is Mono. Cool thing about this is not a single word spoken in this game, which there are very few of, is English, or even any language. They speak a language that doesn't exist, kind of like The Last Guardian, except The Last Guardian is on PC, which I'm still mad about. Actually, is it? No, I don't think it is. Never mind. Hush what I said. Look how beautiful this is. There's no music, no long-winded explanations of what's going on, just a bunch of vaguely establishing shots with really interesting old architecture. Like, this is ancient. Look at all the moss on the stone and all the grass growing in it. This place was not meant to be found, not meant to be entered. There we go. Our first bit of music. Now this game has one of my favorite songs from a game of all time. It's also got one of my favorite things in games of all time. Giant creatures. I love giant creatures in games. It's why I love like Subnautica, because it's got massive fucking creatures in it, and you actually get to interact with them. The reins are kind of clipping through Mono, I just noticed. I'm gonna try and explain as much as I can of the lore as the series goes, because they don't tell you shit. This game just starts and says, have at it. As good as this remake is, it's really beautiful, it's really well made. The one thing I don't like about it is the faces. They made the faces so rounded and like pudgy, they just look wrong. Everything else, though, was fantastic. Ready for the cloth physics? Whoosh! It's still a little janky, it clipped right through the altar. On the PS2, those physics are real janky. Yeah, look at his face! Look at his face, it just looks wrong. Especially because in the original, he has like a very angular face. What's up, Dorman? That place began from the resonance of intersecting points. They are memories replaced by ends and naught and etched into stone. I believe he's talking about the creation of the Colossi themselves. Blood, young sprouts, sky. and the one with the ability to control the beings created from light. In that world, it is said that if one should wish it, one can bring back the souls of the dead. Lola. But to trespass upon that land is strictly forbidden. Yeah, so we are in a land that is sealed off and forbidden to be entered. And we just entered it. We crossed a long ass bridge to get here, and we are not supposed to be here. And it does look like, looking at the architecture and like the environment itself, it does look very otherworldly. Like, it's not a place you're supposed to be, and it shows. But he's here for a reason. I love this sword's design, the notch in the side. In the sights, I guess. And that is the power to control beings made of light. So, Wanda doesn't have any special power or ability or anything. He just, presumably, stole a magic sword, which has the ability to do what it does. And there's Dolmen awakening. Thou possess the ancient sword. So thou art mortal. Something I both love and I love about Dolmen and dislike. Are you Dorman? Is that it's two voices because it's an entity. I was told that in this place, at the ends of the world, there exists a being who can control the souls of the dead. Thou art correct. We are the one known as Dorman. So yeah, it's an entity made up of many things. But the difference between the original and this one is that the female voice tends to overpower the male one, which I kind of don't like. She was sacrificed for she had a cursed fate. Please, I need you to bring her back. Sorry, bring back her soul. That maiden's soul. Souls that are once lost cannot be reclaimed. Is that not the law of mortals? Basically, poking at him like, hey, aren't you breaking the rules here, dog? Are you supposed to be here? I don't think you're supposed to be here, man. With that sword, however, it may not be impossible. Ah, so it's impossible? I'll just be on my way. Really? The response is so anime. Oh, really? That is, of course, if thou manage to accomplish what we asketh. What do I have to do? Aye. Behold the idols that stand along the wall. Thou art to destroy all of them. I hope you brought a pretty big hammer or at least some TNT to explode them. No, they're just representations of what we actually have to kill. But those idols cannot be destroyed by the mere hands of a mortal. Then, what am I to do? In this land, there exist Colossi that are incarnations of those idols. Yeah. Basically, if you tried to take a jackhammer to these things, it'd do nothing. If thou defeat those Colossi, the idols shall fall. And we'll see that happen. I understand. But heed this, the price you pay may be heavy indeed. I'm reading this because it's not real language. It doesn't matter. Very well. The silence is telling. Like, I don't think you do understand. I like how good this looks. Like, they put so much detail into the rocks. I also love how blown out the sun is. Raise thy sword by the light. And head to the place where the sword's light gathers. So yeah, it's a key mechanic for this game. There thou shalt find the Colossi thou art to defeat. Sorry, that kind of, I don't know why that one hurt my brain. And just like that, oh, no, not yet. Now we're in the game. Just like that. Agro! Agro! Now be on thy way. Come here, Agro! Let's go! I forget my buttons. It's been a while. Nope. Nope, not that one. It's been a long time since I played this. Oh yeah, game of hands. There we go. What's the button? Aggro, go. Move. Go. It's triangle. Okay, there we go. Got it! I got it in the end. I got it. It's been a while. So yeah, when you raise the sword, it points in the direction of the Colossus, and you have to go. And as you notice, the world darkens when I do that. And it all comes back. Because we are literally collecting the light and pointing it into one direction. But this game is beautiful. Though it does have a problem with the camera. It likes to like pull out to do these really cinematic shots, but it's automatic, so it tends to not do it very well. And you have to wrestle back control over the fucking camera, and it gets kind of painful. Look how beautiful this is, like the sun coming through the cracks, leaving this nice shadow on the ground. Also, in dim light, it does not work as effectively. Because again, it doesn't have the light. Yeah, so basically everything they explained, the Colossi are basically manifestations of spirits, or spirits, that put into embodiments of stone and, what does he say, soil? I think he said earth and stone, or something like that. Oh, etched into stone, never mind. And in doing so, it presumably gives Dorman, I'm trying not to spoil things for those who haven't seen it, but it presumably gives Dorman the ability to return souls. In this case, Mono's soul. Names don't really matter because names are not really discussed. Like, Wanda's name never comes up, Mono's name never comes up. As a character later on, whose name only gets said once. And of course, Dorman, who only gets said once. Names are not important. Hell, the Colossi have names, and they don't even tell you the Colossi's names. This guy, I believe, however, is named Valus, I think? We get the Colossi names. So this one is called Valus. Yeah, every single one of them has a name. There he is. Look how fucking big he is. This came out in 2005, originally. It came out in 2005. How the fuck did they do this in 2005? So yeah, this game doesn't really have levels or enemies per se. It's just 16 walking boss fights. Look how fucking big he is. He's huge. But the main mechanic they want you to do is they want you to hold the sword up to the light and you shine it to figure out where the weak spots are. So he's got one on his head and he's got one on his foot or his leg. And it sort of makes them glow a bit to like help you figure out where they are. And they break in the ground beneath his feet. But we need to kill. Oh, nope. Oh shit, I fucked it up. Don't kick me, you horse hooves. Yeah, this guy's kind of like a minotaur. They're all very beast-like. Some more than others. You'll see that later on. Yeah, we need to stab. Let me climb up. I'm actually gonna, after this, I'm gonna move myself because I realize I'm blocking the stamina bar, and that's kind of important. Ah, would you hold on, Wanda? Yeah, so everything that we see moving right now, like the fur, Wanda, the Colossus themselves, it's all physics-based. And sometimes those physics tend to clash. And it can cause moments where Wanda, the camera, just does not want to do what you tell it to. There we go, I'm up. Here it is. And stab it! Hope you got a good hairdresser. Ah, fuck. Nope. Yeah, so you gotta hold on and you gotta wind up your stab so it's thrusted in to do more damage. Because if you do a little stab, it'll do absolutely nothing. You need to really wind it up. Just oh shit. And sometimes the small movements will just cause you to completely lose control. There we go. He's dead. Colossus number 1. In the bag. Down you go, you big bitch. Yeah, super easy. I'm still holding on. Wanda, let go. I can't actually move during the cutscene. I'm still holding on. There we go. Run away from the tentacles. There he goes, all black, and these fucking freaky ass tentacles come out. No, no. There we go. You can't escape them. You just can't. It's just how it works. But that is Colossus number 1 down. Onto Colossus number 2. So yeah, we're gonna do 2 Colossi each episode. So Valis on the next one in this episode, my favorite one, and then the one after that in the next episode, and so on and so on and so forth, until we finish out. So this episode, the series is gonna be it is going to be 8 episodes long. Now some of them are much quicker and easier to kill than others, and there are a few that I really don't like. And now there's a little shadow guy just standing over me, watching me sleep. Freak. Just gotta put his, like, arm his right arm behind his back, and he's doing the the Family Guy fall pose. He's still got his sword in hand. Hey, yeah, we just woke up back at the temple. That's strange, isn't it? Yeah, she's still dead, dog. It's not done yet. But you know what is done? The first Colossus! Boom! There we go. And that's how we destroy them. We don't actually just hack away at the statues themselves. Speak to me, Dorman! Thy next foe is... He's gonna do this every time, by the way. In the seaside cave, it moves slowly. Raise thy courage to defeat it. That's it? That's all you gotta say? No, that's handy, I guess. Real quick, I am gonna change my... I'm gonna swap sides. Okay, there we go, now I'm over here. So when I... There we go, when I do this, you can see I've got a little notch on my health bar now. That's because I killed a Colossus. But also that yellow bar is the grip meter, and it's also your stamina. So you'll see the... Oh, come on, do it. You were doing it before, why aren't you doing it again? Ah, never mind. We'll see it later, but basically there'll be like a dotted circle that grows, and... God, son of a bitch. And that's basically telling you how strong your stab is, or how far you'll jump. But if your grip meter runs out, you fall. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. So yeah, the next one I believe is called Quadratus. You'll see why. A lot of the names have kind of literal meanings, at least in Latin they have literal meanings. There's also a pretty cool secret near here. Show you, sorry, this falcon, you can actually jump off and grab onto it, and you can just go for a ride. I don't think you can control it, but you can grab it, and that's pretty cool. I don't get anything for doing so. Also, that giant fucking bridge, yeah, it's what we crossed. And you can go up there and walk to the other side. There's nothing there, but you can do it. You can also get underneath the temple, that temple, and there is a secret sword in there that I don't know what it does because I've never gotten it. I was meant to, I just never did. There it is. Hey, figure out where the Colossus is yet? The music is so good. Like, it really is inquisitive-ass music. But my favorite song should play during this fight. It only plays sometimes, it doesn't play for every fight, which is kind of interesting. There's a few battle themes that they pick and choose between. But before we get down there, I actually want to show off. Actually, I might... Yeah, I'll try and show it off before we start the Colossus, because it's kind of an interesting detail that I never noticed. Well, I had it pointed out to me before I noticed it, that is. Oh, there's a film grain effect I don't like. Okay, I'm gonna hop off now. So, neat thing about Wanda is he is not a swordsman. He's just a dude. I mean, if you look at his outfit, this is not the attire of a warrior. This is the attire of a dude who found a sword and just grabbed what he needed to fight. Especially when he starts swinging. Like, he doesn't have a proper moveset, he just flails wildly. He doesn't really know what he's doing. But on the other hand, when you whip out his bow, he is a master archer. Really aggro? That's just rude. Oh yeah, you can see it now. So that, like, see how the stamina meter down over there is like glowing. It's got the dotted white line. That means my draw is at full strength and it will do the most damage and fly the farthest. That's basically how that works. Yeah, he's a master archer because he can flawlessly fire this bow off aggro's back, even hanging on his side. I wonder if I can show that off. You gotta like do a whole twister combination. Hey, you can shoot it while standing up as well. There's a way to do it on your side. I don't remember how to do it. There's a way to do it. Yeah, you can... There's no point in doing this. It doesn't do anything. It just looks cool. Yeah, get down, Wanda. Yeah, right here is the boss. Is the Colossus. And... Flammer. There we go, I was waiting for it. There he is! It's Quadratus. It's like a giant ghost thing. Little low growl. Yeah, this is my favorite song. I believe it's called... Like, is it my favorite song? I think it is, yeah. It's called like Unshakable Power or something. But it's for one specific point in the song. So this guy is a little different. There's no way to climb him directly. So watch this, his eyes are blue. But as soon as I do this, his eyes are now orange. He wants to kill me now. So you'll notice that he's got little green bits under his feet. Basically, we need to do that. That was a great fucking shot. Holy. Nope, that's not what you're supposed to do, Wanda. Yeah, you shoot his feet to make him fall over and you start climbing. This guy's even bigger. There it is, there's the music. Ba, 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 ba. It's such a good theme. Again, I think it's called Unstoppable Power or Unshakable Power or something like that. Something about power. Woo! I'm barely making it. No. I need to jump. I'm running out of stamina. There we go. Whew. Yeah, he's got two. He's got one on his back and he's got one on his front. I would, much like Jack, I would love... Jacksepticeye. He's my inspiration for even playing this game. But I would love to get a tattoo of this glyph. It just looks so good. Same with the Bloodborne Blood Echoes rune. It just looks so... I love glyphs and I love runes. It's just so cool. I'd love to know them. I would love to know their meanings. I don't actually know what they mean. Most of them mean. Like Norse runes, I would love to learn them. That way when I'm putting them on my body, I know what they mean. I mean, I know what... No! Oh, that was a good save. Holy shit. I got very lucky. So basically, if you hold R2, which is your grip button, you can grab onto anything at any point. Whee! Yeah, buddy. So because I held onto R2 as I fell, I was able to... God damn it, that's not the way I'm jumping. What the fuck are you doing, Wanda? That was a terrible time to jump. It's fine, though. Not so fine when I'm about to lose my grip. I'd appreciate if you climbed faster. God damn, man. Yeah, again, the biggest problem with this game is its physics kinda don't want to work with you sometimes. Oh no! Yeah, as long as you're holding on, you're not falling off. I love that he just fucking flails about and gets slammed against the Colossus. Mind you, these guys are all made of stone. So you're getting face planted into fucking stone every time you get thrown about. Nah, I'm not getting that. The music is so good though. It really feels epic. Oh, would you stop fucking slippering? Oh, you got butter on your shoes. Who oiled you up before this? I didn't know they sold baby oil wherever you came from. And yeah. One more hit. Oh, shimmy, shammy, shimmy, shammy. Would you sit still? And let me kill you, yeah! Down you go, you quadratic beast. What do you think I was gonna call him, a bitch? I'm not gonna call everything a bitch. But that's 2 down. Yeah, these two are basically the tutorials. The first one is to really teach you how the Colossi work. This one's to be like, yeah, this one's a little different. You can't just hop onto this guy. You gotta figure out your way to getting on him. And then they sort of play with the formula every single time. In fact, there is a Colossus that is only a little bit taller than Wanda. It's not really a Colossus, to be honest. There's two of them. They're my least favorite. I believe they're Celosia and Zenobia. And now there's 2 little smoky spirits standing over me and watching me sleep. Freaks. Boom! And they're gone. Something cool that happens... Oh wait, I'm about to get Dolman's PSA about what's coming next. His nice apparition. I forgot the term. Thy next foe is a giant canopy soars to the heavens. The anger of the sleeping giant shatters the earth. It's my favorite. It's just because it's a dude. It's literally just his name is Gaius. He is quite literally just a dude. He's a dude with a sword. And that's why he's the coolest. I think he's the no, he's not the tallest vertically. He's one of the tallest vertically. I think he's second tallest. But... Okay, so the tallest vertically is the last one, and he does not move at all. But Gaius is the second tallest vertically, and he does move. And he's really cool. But we'll have to see him next time, because I'm leaving this episode of Shadow of the Colossus here. I hope you guys find this at least interesting. I love this game. I'm probably going to cut out a lot of, like, heading to the Colossus, unless I can story time it, because there's really nothing in the world. You're just looking at the beautiful scenery. Because the world is empty. There's nothing here. There's nothing supposed to be here. It's not supposed to house life. It's not home to life, even though there are lizards, turtles, falcons, birds, and whatnot around. They're not supposed to be here, but they are here anyway. Also, I just noticed. little white birds. Come here, bird. Come here, bird. You can actually grab the birds and fly around for a little bit. Yeah, as you kill more Colossi, more and more birds will begin to perch themselves on Mono's altar, I guess, which is kind of interesting. It's like the pieces of her soul returning. Yeah, this game is really cool. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna try and pump these out pretty quickly because it's a short game, short series. So yeah, and they returned. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this episode here. If you're around here, consider subscribing. I upload daily. Check out all the links in the description. I greatly appreciate it. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. I stream at this point 3 times a week, every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. I'm not used to saying it that way. If you want to be notified of exactly when I go live, be sure to join the Discord. Again, link in the description. I will notify everyone of exactly when I go live every week. Thank you very much to my patrons. I love you guys. That's going to do it for me. I thank you all very much for your patronage.